Parliament has gone into recess until October 1 even though the public expected it to take steps towards restoring democracy following the recent general election. A proposal regarding the recess was jointly introduced by all four parties represented in Parliament and accepted in a vote on Tuesday. Should the efforts to forge a coalition government bear fruit, Parliament will then reconvene extraordinarily. However, if an early election is held due to the parties' failure to hammer out a coalition, no step will have been taken by Parliament regarding the anti-democratic laws introduced by the Justice and Development Party, AK Party, in the last several years. Penal courts of peace that were established last summer, a much criticized security package passed by Parliament several months ago, and amendments to the Internet law that have significantly tightened government control were among the anti-democratic laws that many had hoped the three opposition parties in Parliament could amend by joining forces. All the three opposition parties, the main opposition Republican People's Party, CHP, the Nationalist Movement Party, MHP, and the pro-Kurdish People's Democratic Party, HDP, had vehemently opposed the developments in the past, arguing that such laws paved the way for an intelligence state. People had also expected the opposition parties to push for the re-establishment of a parliamentary corruption investigation commission to look into claims of corruption by four former cabinet ministers. All three parties had also promised in their general election campaigns to raise the salaries of retirees. Should the efforts to forge a coalition fail, the opposition parties will then have to seek votes from the people without having been able to keep any of the promises they made during campaigning. Penal courts of peace have been condemned for violating the right to a fair trial, as they function in a closed-circuit system in which a person can only appeal a verdict of the court to another court of the same type rather than to a higher court. The courts, which President Recep Tayyip Erdogan previously described as a project, have faced allegations that they are instruments of the government, as they have instigated arrests based on the headlines of pro-government newspapers.